This video was filmed while I was on vacation, and it's actually the last review that I have to upload from my vacation. And since it's the last review I have to upload from my vacation, that means I can start work on my my Disney World vacation vlog video, the huge video of a whole ton of my vacation, including store hunting for cars and these reviews. So yeah, guys, I hope you're all excited for that, because I sure am excited to edit it and put it all together. But yeah, that'll be coming out shortly, hopefully. Now for the review. I really think that the Disney Store has finally nailed the eyes, except for Boost there and Sheriff. Alright, fine. So a few of these guys in this pack don't look that good eyes-wise, but they really are. Great. Wingo's more accurate than his Mattel counterpart with the red on the spoiler, and my DJ doesn't even have the green zigzags. And again, I usually say that I only get Disney Store cars that I want, or if they're chasers or ones Mattel hasn't released, or ones that I don't have. And, well, I don't have the proper DJ, and I honestly wanted the rest. If I had to pick a least favorite, I would say Boost, though. But, anyway, let's get started with the review. Welcome back to yet another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Sheriff from the Tuner Cars Disney Store 5-pack. These all are the pullback ones you can see there. On the side you have McQueen racing across Fireball Beach with the Poland Race logo. And the nice thing is you can actually see the back here just to check if your cars have been messed up. My recent Disney Store purchases have been. Yeah. But there we go, just across the back you can make sure that everybody is in good shape, and Cruise, of course, is on the other side along with the Pixar logo. So let's get these out of the package and I'll be right back. I do want to point out they all have their cool little individual name boards there, which is really nice. And the package is really well detailed compared to the usual stadium look of the background on the 2018 Disney Store releases. Here you could just see radiator springs and everything, and the road's actually a different color compared to the ground on the normal releases. Here you could see Luigi's, part of Lizzie's, the courtyards, a bunch of the abandoned buildings, and the other side is completely dominated by Ramon's here. It actually picks up right where this side left off, showing a couple more abandoned buildings. So, yeah, these guys are... Well, saying that these guys are aggravating to get out of the package is an understatement. Is this all done by one piece of tape? Oh, okay, that's nice. Now I just have to undo 10 twist ties. So here they all are out of the package, and let's take a look at Sheriff first. I mean, I'm going to go through him quicker than all the tuners because you've all seen his Sheriff. I do like his expression, though. It looks kind of stern. You can see his mouth is open in that one little area. You got the grill there, headlights, a bit of sloppy paint work on the grill, but again, I mean, it's the Disney Store. What can you expect? Yes, I'm still annoyed with my great quality Terrell Car Trip and Todd. It's perfectly okay, but hey, I mean, I bought them at Disney World. They're $20 here. I really probably should have picked I should have gotten a different pack, maybe one further back. Never go for the one up front, unless that's the only one they have. He is a bit kind of shorter than I'd think, but you do see Sheriff, Radiator Springs logo there. Hold on. I'm using a different camera for this, so that's why the focus is off. Could just see Radiator Springs there with the Radiator Cat Mountain. 3 sirens on the top, and then Sheriff on the back, and his license plate does read 001. Of course, matching reds, which is 002. And then you just have the Sheriff stuff on the other side. And now on to the next one in the pack, which is Boost. He's probably my least favorite, but just because the expression's a bit off. And remember, they all have the really quick pullback action. I think it's a really cool feature, and the best part is that they are still all metal. They're still die-cast. You'd think that they'd have to make them plastic, but luckily they still work with the die-cast effects. Now, one of possibly my favorite Disney Store release ever. Sadly, they're really expensive now, but they're really cool. They did a bunch. They were tuners that had lights implemented into the bottom. I I've talked about them. I talked about them in my review from a month back of the San Diego Comic-Con McQueen and Shu Todoroki, where they had lights on the bottom, but they were super cool. They were still metal and everything, just like those two guys. So yeah, here you can see for Boost, he's got his usual purple color, maybe a bit more pink than the Mattel release. His hood there with all the carbon fiber. He's got kind of a rude grin. Boost written there on the side in big letters. All the carbon fiber across here, not as well detailed, sadly, as the Mattel release. So you could also see the N20 cola cans on his back, which are also inaccurate. There's not really a 2 at all, and if there is, it's really small. And here you can see the N20 cola logo is on the complete other direction as these two. It's really kind of confusing. I don't know if that's an error or just bad planning. Also, his his wheels are all different. On the back, you can see his license plate just reads Boost. You got his 2 massive spoilers and the exhaust right there. Now onto Wingo, Wingo and DJ are probably my 2 favorites from the pack. I love how Wingo's step up from his Mattel release, and I'll talk about that in just a second, but you can see he sort of has a mouth plate. I think it's intentional because here you can see his mouth area is a bit of a lighter color. He also has just a mischievous grin. His mustache isn't colored in, which I guess is purposeful. I always really thought it was a mistake on like Komodo, for example, but I guess not. See, his purple becomes a much lighter pink. Headlights on the side. Tires there, all the cool Japanese letters. Well, they kind of look like Japanese lettering, and all the red that goes across the side. And unlike on Mattel's, this is why he's kind of better in some areas, in my opinion. The red and orange paint goes all the way around the spoiler, and it's really cool. He's got no painting on the spoiler on the Mattel release, but here you can see everything. And even on the back, Mattel's missing the detailing on the back. You can see the big W Wingo license plate, his exhaust pipes. Now, I just realized this. Their exhaust pipes don't look too good. Here's snot rods. They don't have the individual holes except for Boosts. The rest are kind of just awkwardly almost plugged in. So yeah, now on to, speaking of DJ back there and them not being as good as Mattel, DJ kind of gets a short end of the stick when it comes to details. He really could have been the king of looking amazing, but here you can see all the stuff on the back that on Mattel are separate plastic molds sticking out of the car. They're sadly all just painted on. You can see he also has this mischievous grin. Green stripes there. Really cool shape, of course. He's actually really incredibly sharp for some reason. It's actually kind of concerning. See the green zigzags that run across the side and the music playing area. This is where like the volume pops up on his sides. The zigzags, the green zigzags continue across here, and again, these are sadly all just kind of stickered, decaled on. Whereas on Mattel's, this dial here on the back is an actual plastic piece, and I believe so are all the stereos. Of course, I can't compare them right now because I'm still on vacation. So yeah, exhaust down there, everything else. So yeah, I mainly bought this pack because I thought it was a great deal that you could get Sheriff and all 4 of the tuners. If you haven't seen Cars Adventures, then you know. If you haven't seen Cars Adventures, then you probably don't know that I really do love the tuners as characters. I think they're really cool. I've really enjoyed expanding on their characters, and I mean, I did end up killing off Snot Rod, but we'll just have to see about that. And speaking of Snot Rod, here he is, last card review, and you can't see his eyes. They're back there, though. He does have a bit more detail on his engine than the Mattel one, though, with more of a shiny silver compared to the gunmetal gray. He's the only one really smiling. He has some weird indentation down here, though. Of course, Snot Rod written across the side. Great detail on the engine, but not so much on the exhaust, like I already said. Have the orange lines around the tires, and I'm sure he's going to be a great pullback one because he's diagonal. On the back, you have the SR logo, and his license plate just reads Snot Rod. He does have the blue license plate. I'm pretty sure that's the accurate one. Whichever license plate I don't have on mine is the accurate one on my Mattel version of him. So yeah, really thought that these are a great deal, and I'll probably end up using these in like an all Disney Store episode of Cars Adventures minus not Red, of course, but I'm sure I could have a great scene of them all maybe being chased or something. So yeah, there we go. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.